I'm feeling pulled to make a video right now. Didn't foresee that coming until just now. But what I got, so I was motivated to make the video just now, was that the 90s are coming back musically, and I see it in my own writing, and I'm a 90s baby, so sort of makes sense. And I've always felt sort of, I think it doesn't matter, I've always liked pop music. I used to listen to Backstreet Boys and sing all this kind of stuff, and 90s rap and stuff. So what I'm saying is, the topic of this video is that there are only so many options God actually has out here. And I've noticed this actually in other ways too. Like, I think one video I always talk about, like the concept of a food mart and a gas station. That concept is all over the place. That's an option that God has chosen as part of whatever the universal algorithm out here or whatever. We have just the streets and the nature here, right? We have, anyway, going back to music, why do eras come back? Why do artists put sounds from the 50s into progressive music? Why am I playing an acoustic guitar and rapping with progressive lyrics or whatever it is? Or, you know, why are some of the sounds that I'm hearing lately, like, I feel like we just sort of went through an 80s movement, and we still are. Sort of like Charlie Puth's music has that sort of like vibe to it. And just people do things with music now. We've created a lot with music here. Like, we've created a lot of genres, and there are pioneers of those genres. We've done things with acoustic instruments, electric instruments. We've done listening room concerts. We've done huge concerts. We've done concerts with no amplification. We've done concerts with a shit ton of amplification. And now we have genres and sounds here. And we've gone through a whole lot, because music is very old, going back to whenever, the Stone Age, I don't know. They were tapping on their hands and they found rocks to tap, whatever. Percussion stuff. Strings were probably next, whatever. But what I'm saying is that if we're seeing that music comes back after sort of losing those sounds because we went through a movement of them, they were hip and cool, and then something else came up. But the thing is, some of those old school things, especially from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, are just amazing, godly sounds. I'm pretty sure, in my opinion, God sort of stopped in the 90s. Like, he sort of was like, this is progressive enough. Now, there are things that are cool that were created after that, but as far as some things, such as technology, God tells me, is that it's just gone way too far in some aspects. Like, there's no point of it. There are some things that have been invented that cut out people, actually. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's just stay light here. Let's not think about some of the darkness. But anyway, music's one of those things where the sounds will always be appreciated no matter what, and we bring them back. And that is why this video is on a limited number of options here that God has, actually. Even though he's done so much, you can sort of categorize things that are happening out here if you're very, very observant. And one big fat umbrella general way to do it is streets does what it has to do with the nature, and that's in that song. That's why I put that, because I learned a lot about that since I've been over in California. I just learned a lot about that concept, and I'm always interested in it. Now it's integrated, but whatever. That's an umbrella thing, and then we have things that have been polished off that, and there is something to be said about the streets being more progressive and godly. God likes the streets. He likes the idea of travel. He likes dirty. He likes sort of like, God sort of likes like you've done something. There's been